believe that was a discussion item you wanted to start, Steve?
Yes, Mr. Kelsey Hoffman lives down on Gilmore Road down there, and the hill is sliding down there, going toward his home down there. And it's due to water coming down Gilmore Road. There's a cross drain up there that's plugged. And there's some other drains down there, that were, I guess they're not filled in yet, but I don't think they're working. But the water from where that pipe is plugged, it's flooding the whole area down there and they're washing the sides of the road out and everything. The whole hill's gonna slide out. In fact, it may come down onto Gilmore Road. So, the question is whether,
They come down on the Cold Bluff, you said Gilmore may come down on.
on the Cold Bluff.
Okay, you said Gilmore, I'm just
sorry.
clarifying, that's right.
So anyhow, he's concerned about what's gonna be done about that. Now, I checked with him and he owns the right of way and he owns property up to where this pipe is. The township has a house bought in there at some time back, and the house now is landlocked. You don't have access to the home.
So that would be the Ludstrom house or
I
whatever?
guess that's the
Ludstrom.
So
So when the township vacated the road, they purchased, I know that they purchased the Lumsden house. Is that the landlocked?
well, but this is up above this is up above that house yet, where the bend is, real sharp bend is in the road, where the cross drain is plugged up, needs to be opened up.
Because I found, like, searching through for documentation about what happened there, that the township, declined a grant to fix the problem and chose to vacate the road. Why, I don't know, but they declined a grant that they were given and chose to vacate. And apparently purchased that property, which is now an issue, because if we own that property and that is possibly coming onto someone else's property, then it's now what used to be a private person's problem is not.
Well, can a township legally go up there, Dennis, and open that cross drain up?
Well, it's property if you go up the hill. And again, I just located the ordinance the other day, closing Gilmore. I think it was closed a number of years ago. There's some law that says basically that once you close it, it reverts back to
The property owner.
the property owners. I mean, but I think what I would do is I would try to get the acquiescence of those property owners, like, I think, was it Consols, the property?
Console and Kelsey Hoffman.
I would see if it's,
Township.
and I would see, Uniontown also.
And you-
Because, the thing about it is with roads, the major issue you have with roads is drainage. If you don't have the appropriate drainage, and that causes slip. So, and I was down there with you, I guess, a while back to take a look at some issue, because we had a problem with that Nick Delisha and his easement.
Right.
But, I think if you don't take care of the slip, you don't take care of the stormwater, what's gonna happen, that whole thing's gonna come down on, or create more headaches. So,
It's moving good already.
So I think what you need to do is, I think we need to do our homework. We need, I'll make sure we contact his owners, CNX, and this Mr. Hoffman, is that it?
Kelsey Hoffman, yeah.
Contact them about getting us a right, whenever you go on people's property, you either have an easement, or you have a right of entry. So we'd have to get right of entries from those folks to go up there
Go up there.
and take care of it. But that's something we have to make sure when we do the stuff, we do it the right way, okay?
Okay.
I know that it was something that was brought to Sean's attention from Carson. He thought that the fix might be easy, but then further looking at it, and he was the one that initially told me that, he was a bit shocked that the township had received a grant and chose to.
Yeah, they said there was a grant received and they turned it down, it was turned down.
Yeah, turned it down, fix the problem. Okay,